Welcome, people, thems. So I've been reacting to some of Dimash's performances from the Virtuosos concert. So we saw him do the Autumn Song or Ikenaide, and then saw him do the show. Well, saw him do Show Must Go On first, then the Autumn Song, and then SOS with Hauser, which definitely was my favorite. I didn't realize that he wasn't feeling too well, and I also didn't realize this was filmed like back in the latter part of 2024. The bit that's just come out was like 3 days ago, so I don't know whether that was actually 3 days ago or that actually was also performed back then as well. But he's performing My Way with Hauser, and I'm not quite sure the other guy's name. I think they're meant to be like masters or something. Placido Domingo, so I know him, and Jose Carreras as well. So is Placido the father, or is he the son? Well, I guess I'll find out in a second anyway. Because I have seen them perform before, which again was a very special performance as well. And I'm presuming that this is My Way is in Frank Sinatra's My Way. And it is my way. But maybe not like that. Okay, so let's see. From the conductor alone, this is going to be so classy. I can tell already. So let's dive straight on in. And you know what's lovely, just before I dive into this, and it's another reason why I love my channel, and I really do hope that people come and will enjoy different things as well. It's because like I've just come from listening to Gabriel and Hiki doing a cover of a Mariah Carey song, Butterfly, and it was absolutely stunning. Like, it was so beautiful, and then to come from that into something like this is just incredible. And I kind of just wish that for like most people, that like they would have the flexibility to kind of like just listen to some other things as well, because I'm not saying it takes anything away from how great Dimash is or how great Gabrielle is or how great Beyonce is, but there are so many artists that deliver so many amazing things, and it's one of the reasons that I've got such a varied channel. So again, it's just another request, I'd say, just if you see something and you can see that my face is getting quite excited about it, there's probably a reason. Give it a go. Give it a go. Okay, let's do this.
Is near, and so I'll face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived an endless fall, I travel in every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted path, each careful step along the byway, and was more than this.
How many?
I didn't want in there times I'm sure you when I be told more than I can show what many times when there was stopped I ate it up and spell it out. I face it all, and I stood tall and did it my way. What is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly did. When not there was of one who needs the record shows I took the blows and did it my way. What is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has none to say the things he truly did, and not the one who needs the shows I took the blows and did it my
Wow. Oh my gosh, I need to understand who these gentlemen are. I know Placido Domingo is like a huge famous tenor. I don't know Jose Carreras. But I'm about to find out. So I am always gonna be honest with my channel. You know this, guys. You know this. You know this. You know this. I think, like, in terms of just a respect, I think that's the thing that I took away from this, because we've all gotta get older. Do you know what I mean? We're all gonna get older. And I imagine in their heyday, that their vocals would have been absolutely just like beyond sharp. There were some timing things in there, some length of note things in there. So I think just audibly, in terms of just enjoying, like just how it all sounded. I think if I'm being completely, I'm 100% honest, the parts of it, they were a little bit like, okay, but I think the main thing that I can take from that, because it's exactly the same as when I watch people who are like, I don't know, like the Dinah Rosses and stuff, or I'm trying to think of one that doesn't sound the same, or like Gladys Knight, for example. Like, I mean, Gladys Knight still sounds amazing, but like in comparison to what she sounded like when she was, in her 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever, it's very different to how she sounds now. And I imagine it's the same for these gentlemen as well. So I think, not taking anything away from them, but again, just being honest about how it sounded to my ear. But I think, like I said, more important than that, because like I said, I don't even know how old these gentlemen are, and I know some people that couldn't even get up there, like even at this age, and hold a note. So the respect I've got for someone who, because it's got to be difficult. I saw a clip, actually, of Barbara Streisand talking to Gail King, I think it was, and just a random clip I saw on YouTube, and Barbara was saying that she doesn't want to sing anymore.
You don't have fear today, no.
I don't have fear today?
I'm asking.
Of course, I don't want to sing anymore in public.
You don't?
No.
She was like, I don't. She's like, it doesn't get easier. It gets harder because ultimately you've set that bar so incredibly high, and naturally, as things get older, do you know what I mean? It's just the law of attrition. Do you know what I mean? Things will start to, not be at the peak of what it once was. And I can only imagine what it must be like. When I was watching that documentary with Celine Dion, and when she's going through her stiff syndrome and stuff, and how she just couldn't hit certain notes, and it's like the Celine Dion, like one of the Trinity, like is unable to hit certain notes and stuff, and like you could see how painful that was for her. So to me, there's a lot of respect it takes of someone who used to, belt things out for jokes on a Tuesday, to get up there and sing anything, like when, you could just be chilling. Do you know what I mean? So there's always going to be that respect that I've got there for them for that. But again, I'm just being honest. Just being honest. What I do want to do though is, whilst I'm on the same video, is I do want to find out a bit more about like both Jose and also Placido. What I will say though, and I think this is again just a real sign of Dimash, and his respect for the people that he's on stage with, is he sounded great. Like his vibrato was so smooth and so well placed, and it's a very different version of My Way in comparison to the Frank Sinatra version. That it is far more tenory, opery, that kind of vocal. But again, listening to that from Dimash's perspective, like, he sounded good, man. I mean, he sounded good. He did. And again, Hauser, like, just to start that off so beautifully. So I think in terms of a performance for what it was and what it represented, I think they should be really proud of that. What I do want to find out though is just a bit more about them. So I'm gonna just type in Carreras. Oh, he sang Nessun Dorma. Is that him? Oh my gosh. He looks like a completely different person. What I should find out is actually how old they are. That's what I should do. The three tenors. Oh, so was he one of... No, he wasn't one of the three tenors, was he? You know what? Let's find out. So, Jose is a Catalan operatic tenor from Spain who's particularly known for his performances in the operas of Donizetti, Verdi and Puccini. In a remarkable career, Jose Carreras won the battle with leukemia, oh my gosh, and went on to become a superstar, one of the great tenors of the 20th century, is now on a long farewell tour and treasuring every moment of it. That was back in 2016. So the fact that this was like a few days ago, so was he one of the three tenors? Okay, so he actually was one of the... So it was Pavarotti and the three tenors. Is that what I'm understanding? So he's 78. He's 78 years of age. I mean, you imagine it would start off with saying he's one of the three tenors. Born in Barcelona, he made his debut on the operatic stage at 11 as a Trugeman in Manuel de Fallas, and went on to a career that encompassed over 60 roles, performing the world's leading opera houses and on numerous recordings. He gained fame with a wider audience as one of the three tenors with Placido Domingo and Luciano Pavarotti in a series of large concerts from 1990 to 2003. He's also known for his humanitarian work as president of the Jose Carreras International Leukemia Foundation, which is established following his own recovery from the disease in 1988. So who were the three tenors then? Because obviously Placido Domingo was one of them. Three tenors were an operatic singing trio active between 1990 to... was it the three of them? Pavarotti, Domingo and Carreras? And teamed a supergroup, a title normally reserved for rock and pop groups, consisting of Italian Luciano Pavarotti and Spaniards Placido Domingo and Jose Carreras. The trio began their collaboration with the performance of the ancient Bath of Cut. Okay. So this is why it's important to understand, because, like I said, for me, I can imagine that, like, from a young perspective, people be like, oh, you know, well, not just well, younger, older, any perspective, like it's really easy to just be quite not ignorant, but you know, just to see a performance and just judge it based on that and not know the weight of who's actually on the stage. And therefore it means I can understand what that would have meant to people like Hauser, and also what that would have meant for someone like Dimash, who's literally walking in this in the footsteps of these people that have done such amazing things. So really, really glad that I found out who Jose Carreras is. Okay, and obviously I know who Placido Domingo is, and because I saw his son as well. So I just love music, man. And I love being able just to invest my time to find out who's who, what's what, and what. So I need to spend a bit of time watching some of the three tenors. I think that's going to be one of the next things that I react to, just so I can have a really good. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. So in fact, I want to hear them separately actually. So let's hear Jose. I'm so excited. Dimash brought me here.
Nessun dorma. Tu puria principessa, nella tua fredda stanza, guardi le stelle che tremano d'amore e di speranza. Ma il mio mistero chiuso in me, il nome mio nessuno saprà, e non ho con la tua bocca dirò, qual è la luce splenderà. Ed il mio bacio scioglierà il silenzio che ti fa mia. All'alba vincerò,
Wow, like actual chills, dude. Like actual chills. You know what? Fair play to that man. Fair play to that man. Do you know what I mean? To go through like those health troubles, yeah. To be 78 and to be up there. So much respect to him. So much respect to him. Well, we might as well look at the same song. Do you know what I mean? We might as well look at the same song. Like, it makes it a lot easier. Well, production's a bit different on this though. Wow. Control. Yo, his voice. I don't know whether it's just the setup of the audio and therefore the performance, because that seems slightly different. Like, you know, Jose was just singing into one microphone. Like this obviously was a theatre production and whatever. So the sound could have been set up completely different. And therefore, you know, could make him sound even more like otherworldly. But his voice, I mean, and you guys will correct me because you'll know more than I do. Like, was he one of the strongest? I mean, from what I've seen of that there, from the performance with him with Placido, Jose and Dimash, I would have said that that Placido's voice is probably stronger than Jose's, but that's now. But then, given that performance, depending on whether or not it's just the sound, that I'd probably say that again his voice seemed stronger as well back then. But both gentlemen absolutely tore that stage up, man. Like, and I'm so glad that I went back to watch that because again, context is everything. Do you know what I mean? To know what kind of health troubles Jose's had, to know their age, to know like what they did prior to that, like put that respect. You know, I mean, the respect's already on their name because they're already on the stage and they're classed as masters. Do you know what I mean? Like, but for someone that doesn't know, it's really important just to find out. Like, well, who am I watching? Like, what am I watching? What did they do? So I'm really, really glad that I did that. And like I said before I even press play, like one of the things I love about my channel so much is the fact that it's just so eclectic, because to jump from Mariah Carey on Butterfly, this R&B tune, from doing a cover from this Brazilian guy who has this amazing voice, to then come into doing some Dimash, like who is on the stage with 2 of the 3 tenors. It's just incredible, man. And I just wish that for so many other people. Like, there is just so much music out there to enjoy, for lots of different reasons. So yes, I enjoyed that. I really did enjoy that. So I'd love to know what you guys made of this, and what did you make of the performance. And actually, are there any other, because obviously Nessun Dorma is obviously one of the biggies. So are there any other performances of the 3 tenors that you'd recommend, like, or you know, because I think Dimash, when he performed with Placido the last time, I think that was his first time, right? They haven't performed together before. So so yeah, any other information, I'd be very grateful. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. If you did enjoy this, then please do drop me a like and subscribe. That'd be amazing. Thank you so much. And if you do want access to my reactions before they come to YouTube, then please do head over to my Patreon, which is a great way to help support the channel, and it's a great way to connect with me more as well. So I'd be very grateful, very grateful. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next